issue related, to our environment, to our air, to our water, to our food. And everything is kind of geared more towards man-made. And as I was in Europe, watching just kind of advertisement on the TVs and stuff, everybody is just like, oh my God, do online banking, use your smartphone, blah, 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 blah. I just look like, oh yeah, all this, excitement about. Yet, when we were talking about the nature, it becomes a very disturbing. It's almost look like the nature is getting punished here. And it was just heartbreaking. It's getting more and more frustrating to see if you become more and more an observer of what's really going on, and I recognize that how much this whole scenario is that, getting pushed the technology, yet not recognizing that all these capacities, what we are having or creating with the technology, we have in us. The human body and the human mind is just incredible. Okay. And I think this is what we are right now sensing or feeling. And I think this is what will the Lady Venus do with us, push us in a direction to experience Mother Nature. Because Uranus is also in Taurus, and Taurus is also a nature, farmer, being grounded, support ourselves with food and nourish ourselves, Taurus is the sign that is helping to protect the seed, because Aries is the seed, and then the Taurus is making sure that it's, getting, it can grow, but in order to grow, it needs to be protected from the different elements. So it will end up to be very interesting to see how we are handling actually the Uranus in Taurus. So come back actually to the Pluto energy. Pluto is also, helping us in Capricorn. It's helping us more than in other planets with this transformation, because the Capricorn is very strong. It can go climb the mountains, and expand our horizon. And when we come down, we can implement that information and a different point of view. So even though what we are seeing right now in the news and all this fear-mongering stuff, I would say it is natural. But because we are so much pushed in a position of survival, and we are challenged on so many fronts that we cannot actually handle all of them. So we may want to kind of focus what is important to us and what is less important. So, when we are presented with this intense news, it creates fear. It creates instability. So what was very interesting to me as I was in Europe, I became very much an observer. And what was fascinating to me as I was watching on the TV, maybe I mentioned this already in the last podcasting, I was watching how the news is doing actually almost a psychological prep and gearing people in this certain direction to believe and think. And that can become actually quite a bit of struggle for many people. And that's another reason to kind of connect more to the nature. But yet, on the other side, we really have to kind of stand up and protect our environment. And when we are, faced with these challenges, as we can see it right now, that the opposition is very much fighting that we can get actually the voice and the capacity to make a change. Because if we really wanted to kind of go deeper, and I understand astrology, excuse me, I love to work with cycles. And what we can see in every cycle is bringing us a whole new drama, but at the same time, it's bringing us whole new energy. And as I was just reading on one of my Twitter accounts, on my Twitter accounts, there was a picture, and it says the universe is fractal, and until we change the energy, we will constantly repeat the old pattern. And this is exactly what's fully happening when we are changing the signs. As the planets are traveling through the sign in houses, we are changing, and with the change, we are able and capable to change the frequency. But in order to change that frequency, of course, we have to do our heavy-duty work. So, yeah, I know I always say that, I know that it's not easy, but what I am really right now kind of recognizing or experiencing that when we step back and accept this whole thing as a part of our life, instead of we have to fix something, but to say, I am changing something, that means, okay, I am done with this experience and I would like to experience something else. So it becomes a much easier progress and metamorphosis. It's almost look like a cocoon and a butterfly that we can change from one shape into the another, and from one aspect into the another, without having to struggle so much. Because a lot of the time, what is really also happening with us is that when we are kind of stuck with the energies, it is really, really taking our life essence away. And when we are starting to lose the life essence, that means we have less energy for ourselves, less energy to manifest, and that can actually weaken our immune system. And when the immune system is weakened, we know that we are much more open for diseases and challenges on the physical plane. So, look, like I said, so the way I'm seeing, the role of the Pluto and the Venus is actually hugely beneficial when we can step back and to recognize that they are actually helping us to change the heavy energy, the slower vibration into something different. But we can only see it, not only, let me step back. It's not only that you can see this through your chart, but it's much easier when you know what house you are dealing right now with a challenge, and what sign and what planets are in it. And at the same time, be willing to say, okay, I am not resisting anymore. I am willing to allow for the transformation to happen. So I would say what Pluto really does help us is to clean up or stop to be impacted by the hidden subconscious unresolved aspect of ourselves. And also Venus is really helping us to get into touch with our own beauty, with love, being more willing to take care about ourselves. Remember, I've been saying for so long that without having a healthy self and know how to care for ourselves, we cannot provide for others in the full capacity than if we are actually happy for ourselves and being nurtured and taking care first, and then we can help others in the process. So, folks, that would be it for today. These podcastings are more kind of geared towards the personal development and self-discovery and self-mastery, meaning that, when we understand the energy, what is fully ruling us, and I understand that we can also change that, then it becomes much easier and much less stressful, because stress is 95% of our lives, and taking actually our energy away. So that's a huge aspect that needs to be taken care of. That stress can be a huge factor of corroding the physical body and actually shorten the human life. So that would be it for today. So until next time, folks, take good care about yourself. And like I said, contemplate a little, where is you Pluto, where do you have a Capricorn? And that means that this is where you have actually a challenging time. So until next time, take good care about yourself. Bye.